The spotlight effect. You're walking down the street, feeling like a bigger celebrity than Drake and Kendrick Lamar combined because you just got a brand new wristwatch, when suddenly, bam! You trip over a rock that was so tiny for you to see because you were busy feeling too big. And that's it. Life is over. You're sure every single person on the planet just witnessed your downfall and is currently composing a detailed Twitter thread about your fall from grace to grass. Your name is ruined. Your legacy? Gone. Except no one cares. Like truly, absolutely no one. The hot chick passing by didn't even notice you. The guy sitting on the bench? He's too busy worrying about his low paycheck. This is the spotlight effect in action. The world did not stop rotating because you fumbled your dignity for 2 seconds. Our deep-rooted belief is that we are constantly being watched, evaluated, and judged. In reality, everyone's main character syndrome is working against them because they're all too busy starring in their own personal dramas to pay any attention to ours. If you think about it, this is both reassuring and a little insulting. You want to believe people are paying attention to you, that your existence is significant, but you're also just background noise in the grand performance of their daily lives. This is why we agonize over awkward moments that nobody else remembers. That corny joke you told 3 years ago? Nobody recalls it. That mildly embarrassing thing you did at that party? The guests have moved on. Meanwhile, your brain is treating it like evidence in a crime trial, bringing up the memory every night at 2 a.m. sharp for review. Maybe the best lesson to take from this? The only critique really dissecting your mistakes is you. And honestly, you can fire yourself from that job at any time. Psychological reactance. Human nature, the fine art of wanting things purely because we're told we can't have them. The moment someone tells you, don't look, suddenly, staring is the only thing you know how to do. It's the reason kids who had all the toys in the world would ignore them entirely to go after the one thing labeled, do not touch. The second something is off limits, our brains light up like a rebellious neon sign urging us to go for it immediately. This mental sabotage plays out in every corner of life. Ever walked past a wet paint sign and felt an inexplicable urge to lay a fingerprint or two on it? It wasn't curiosity, but it was defiance. You didn't need to touch it, didn't even want to, but suddenly your soul screamed, no one controls me. This explains why banning things, books, music, movies, always makes them more popular. We weren't all scrambling to read that niche novel until someone slapped a forbidden sticker on it. Then suddenly, it's the most important piece of literature ever written, and everyone's swearing that history itself will crumble if we don't get a copy. Presque Vu. You're in the exam hall, confidently offloading the ton of new stuff you forgot to learn during the semester till it was one day to the exam. You have all the confidence in the world, knowing fully well you are going to pass this time around. You reach the fill-in-the-blank section. You quickly jump to write the answer you know fully well, but that's just when your brain decides to take a nap. You know the answer. You know the word. You know exactly what it looks like. It's right there, dancing with hula hoops right in front of you. But nope, your brain decided to be as useful as a knife in a gunfight. Ever been in that situation? That's called the Presque Vu phenomenon. It's kind of like holding the keys to your house, but somehow forgetting how to unlock the door. Researchers say this happens because our brain is working through an incomplete memory network. One could remember the vague shape of the idea, but the actual word? Lost in the abyss. Studies show around 90% of adults experience this regularly, and yet we still never learn to carry around a thesaurus in our pockets. Staircase wit. This one happens quite often. You're in an argument going back and forth with some dude. He hits you with a heavy one and you hit him back. He hits you with another and you hit him with your best shot, thinking it ends there, but then he lands you another heavy insult with words you've never even heard before. You start to panic. You stand there and reply with "you too." He calls you another unspeakable word. Again, all you thought of saying is "you too." He mopped the floor with you. You leave the scene feeling like an idiot with your head bowed low. You get back home, and you immediately remember a whole lot of things you could have said to him that could have helped you win the argument. Your brain just loves to flex its creativity. 30 minutes too late. It's called staircase wit, because historically, people figured out their brilliant retort on their way down the stairs after leaving an argument. Turns out, when we're in the heat of a conversation, our minds prioritize social survival over wit. But once the pressure's off, boom, pure brilliance. Thanks a lot, brain. There goes my steez and my chance of having a girlfriend. The phantom touch illusion. Ever watched someone scratching his back and suddenly you feel an itch on your own back too? Or had a VR headset convince you that someone is tapping you on the arm when in reality there's no one at home except you? That's the phantom touch illusion. It happens because our sensory system is wired to pick up on external cues. Some people wearing VR gears have reported feeling physical sensations on their real bodies just from seeing a virtual touch. It's all an illusion. It's not really happening. It's just the mere thought of something happening that makes you feel like it's actually happening in real life, while in fact, it's all in your head. Your nervous system is easily fooled. It's like that chick who believes an African prince would one day come to her rescue and take her to a land where everything is made of gold, even the flush toilets. The false consensus effect. You're deep in conversation with someone, talking about your latest obsession, maybe a particular food, a movie, an oddly specific hobby. You pause and say, obviously, everyone agrees this is the best thing ever, except they don't. They stare at you, amused, maybe a little horrified, and say, not really. Boom. False consensus effect strikes again. We assume that most people around us share our opinions, and when proven otherwise, it feels personally offensive. Your brain built a cozy little world where your thoughts were universal truths, and now reality has betrayed you. This is why social media arguments are absolutely wild. Some guy types up a whole essay about something he likes, fully convinced that everyone feels the same way. Then, within minutes, the replies roll in. A lot of people are strongly in disagreement. Some even start calling him unspeakable names, shattering their worldview like a poorly stacked Jenga tower. Turns out, the world is not a chorus of agreement, and people are far more friendly in real life than they are on social media. Ego depletion. Self-control isn't infinite, no matter what those motivational speakers tell you. It works like a battery. It drains as you use it. Someone may offend you today. You might just brush it off. He might repeat the same thing the next day, and you might let him go with a warning. But when he does it the third time, well, by then your patience bar has completely run low, and it's time to unleash a can of ass whooping on him. That's what the ego depletion glitch is. Self-control is a virtue withheld by a person. The fact that you don't respond to negativity around you doesn't make you weak or stupid. It just means you know when to hold your peace. But if you keep getting pushed, you won't hesitate to join the violence train. Turns out, forcing yourself to do stuff you hate actually makes it harder to stay disciplined later. Makes you wonder if strict dieting is really the way to go. Don't forget to check out the video description for more goodies. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and join our communities down below.